This is part number 6. We're going to draw part number 6 two different ways. We're going to look at it from this angle, then we're going to flip it around and look at it this angle. We're going to start here because it's easier, and then we're going to draw this sketch differently. The hard part about this sketch is if you look back in this area back here, you'll see that you don't see all of this cube, and that's hard to figure out. So we're going to start here with this, and we're going to start with this little cube in the front. We're going to draw the whole cube. We're going to draw this vertical surface next up here, and then we're going to finish with this. So let's get started. So our little cube, we're going to start down here. And remember, scale and proportion are important. Again, keeping in mind we start with a Y. We draw our cube out. Again, moving our hands a lot so that we end up with a good look to this part. So there's our first cube. Next, we're going to draw this little piece sticking out here. So it's about a quarter or a half of what we have here. We're then going to go straight up, and this is kind of tough because this is almost 4 times taller than this. So we've started this little piece here. We extend this up. Again, this is the tough part because it's going away from us. Draw this out this way. And to figure out where this terminates, we know we have this little piece here. We need to stick out that far here too. So I'm going to pick a spot there. I'm just going to draw a line straight down through that until it travels and disappears. Create the depth here. Come down about halfway, extend the back out, and then make this disappear. So there's our first part of our cube. The last thing we need to do is we have a little bit of a cylinder here. It's tough to see in the light the way it is, and this is a dark part, but we see that little cylinder sticking out. So to get that to come out right, we're going to draw a new cube very lightly here, hardly so you can see it. And that little cube is going to be a very short, squatty cube. I'm going to draw a little circle in there. So that's the top. We're kind of focusing on the top like we did with part number 4, our cylinder. We're going to draw our bottom in, put a little hole there, and there's the first piece. So there's our first view. Next, we're going to take this part, we're going to flip it around. We're going to draw this side. And the reason we're drawing this side is because of this hollow that's here. So we're going to start with this cube in the back, draw the vertical, and then finish with a little cube in the front and the left side. I'm going to start here again with my Y, just like we have in the past, drawing a cube, keeping in mind scale and proportion are important. Moving my arm a lot. I'm going to draw in this little hole that's here. I'm going to show you some stuff we're going to erase in a second. So this line heading back is the bottom of that hole, and we would erase this. Next, we're going to extend this out. This is going to come up. We're going to make that vertical. And remember, it's about twice as tall as our original cube, as it was in our last sketch. We have some depth here. This is going to travel down all the way to the bottom. So now we see this whole face. All of this. So the hard part is if I get this kind of looking correctly, we don't see all of this cube. The reason we don't see all of it is because this part up here hides this piece. So to figure that out, we need to draw this surface in this sketch. To do that, we start here. We just bring this down. We don't know where it stops. Bring this over here. And we're going to see that that back surface is right there. We know that cube takes up about half, so we're going to draw that in. Again, very light, it crosses over some of our other lines. That's where erasers come in handy later. We know it sticks out a ways. So let's stick out a little bit. I'm going to darken that in so we can see it. Get this drawn in. Just retrace our line there so we see that. So now we see a little piece of that cube sticking out. And if we finish this off and darken up some stuff, it's going to look pretty decent. And again, the point of our sketch is to show our client our design and to get quick ideas onto paper so we have something to respond to. Again, as in the past, please rewind and check out the video if you need more help.